Hi, I'm Melissa Rosenthal, Chief Creative Officer at ClickUp. And I'm excited to be here today at our 2021 LevelUp Productivity Conference to share with you an inside look at how our internal creative agency uses ClickUp to make incredible marketing campaigns. Now, who am I? Before ClickUp, I was at BuzzFeed. I ran their global creative team. We were a 150-person team globally. So you can imagine how many different tools and operational tactics we were using to get things done. It was very complicated. And at Cheddar, I was one of the founding members. I ran the revenue operations there and revenue org, and then also the creative org. So we had a lot of teams using a lot of different platforms to get things done. And using ClickUp, we're able to execute everything we do in-house, which is really special. I can't imagine a lot of other companies being able to do what we do. And I want to share with you the tricks that we use within ClickUp to be able to do this efficiently and really fast. Over the past year, we have scaled up our marketing and creative teams in a huge way. Today, I will walk you through an inside look at how they're done in-house and the features that we use that allow us to really maximize our productivity, and for us, why keeping it simple is really key. So what you'll learn, we're going to go through how ClickUp campaigns are made in-house, a couple of the key features that we use, and the features that we use to maximize our productivity within ClickUp, and also why we decided to keep it simple. There are so many options and so many ways that you can use ClickUp. And for those of you that use the tool already, and for those of you who are thinking of using it, the best advice is to use ClickUp the way that you want to use ClickUp and the way that your organization should use ClickUp, which really means it's infinitely customizable. So I'm going to walk you through a little bit how our team uses it and why our team uses it. At ClickUp, we are constantly firing on all cylinders with our marketing campaigns. And as I mentioned, that's because they're done all in-house. That's right. Everything from our brand design, and we're creating hundreds of brand assets each month to support the entire organization. And some of that includes out-of-home and print campaigns. Out-of-home is a huge part of our marketing strategy. I don't know if you've seen our buses or our trolleys or our airplanes, not yet. But everything that we do with out-of-home is done in ClickUp. And a lot of our marketing strategy takes that collaboration to make sure that we are mapping out our strategy, using dashboards to show where our units are, where we want to re-up, where we want to use different messaging, knowing where we want to hire, everything. Everything is done in ClickUp to make sure that we're mapping our strategy correctly, we're executing the right messages in the right markets, and we're hitting those incredibly tough deadlines. Brand and performance ads. So I'm sure you've seen some of our YouTube ads. We target you a lot. But all of that content is created in-house. We have an amazing team that allows us to move really fast. But what does that do? That creates a challenge with prioritization, but it doesn't within ClickUp, because we're able to create these amazing performance and awareness campaigns using all of our in-house tools to optimize collaboration. And on average, just to give you a little bit of an idea, we're testing with over 200 assets per campaign. What does that mean? That means with every asset we create, we're creating and testing tons of different variations. First 5 seconds, seeing what works, what doesn't work, and then iterating in real time. So that optimized workflow is crucial to creating the right assets for each channel and for measuring success. Events. Yes, even LevelUp was done all in-house. From our branding, our mapping, our ideating, to scheduling and programming the day, we used ClickUp as our mission control center. Organic and paid social campaigns. So, this is a very fast-moving part of our organization and a part of our team. We create all of our social campaigns in-house, and our social calendar is core. It's our Bible to planning our output. So, as you'll see, once I show you later, our calendar is really mapped to every single task where we're tracking progress, we're tracking completion, and really figuring out when we're able to launch those campaigns based on progress. And when we want to, and if we want to hold something back, we can do that. But all of the context and all the collaboration is done in ClickUp, so we're able to communicate right there in that task, and then it maps back to our calendar. Content and editorial. You heard from our amazing managing editor, Erica, earlier. We also plan blog content, create content, do all of our reviews, redo our entire blog in ClickUp. So having an organized structure for us is not just a nice to have, it's an absolute must have. Influencer campaigns. Yes, we do a ton of these for Every campaign we launch, we have an influencer piece of it. So what does that mean? That means working with influencers, we need to give them the ability to collaborate with us in real time. We need to give our internal teams the ability to give feedback, provide revisions, scrap things, and communicate all within ClickUp. So it's really important that we have that centralized work environment, that we can do all of this, include external third parties and individual people as well as larger companies. Scaling an internal team with high output and incredible efficiency is challenging, but it's a lot less challenging using a platform that does a lot of that work for you. As I mentioned, running global creative teams before, a lot of the challenges that I used to face were really hard, but it was really not because the people weren't right or the challenge wasn't right. It was really just that tool. The tool was missing where we would all collaborate and work inside one work environment, one platform. We had teams using different platforms and communicating different ways and fighting each other and doing everything in-house, and making that incredible cross-functional collaboration easy. It makes it really helpful for us when everything is in that one tool. So here are some of the common challenges of campaign development that you might see or face without ClickUp or without a tool that unifies all of your work. The scale and scope of what we're doing, creating daily, weekly, monthly, it'd be incredibly challenging without being able to work in the same tool with cross-functional teams. So some of that challenge really is that tracking assets. A lot of the loss of collaboration and time is really just lost switching between platforms. It's having to track down files, documents, different tools. I mean, it sounds simple, but when you have things a million different places, even organizing that takes days, and it can really push back a launch of an entire campaign. And that's the way it used to be. You don't need to deal with these challenges and frustrations anymore. And that lack of transparency, that is the most frustrating part. When you don't know where something is or what stage it's at or who's working on it, it can be incredibly frustrating and really challenging to executing best-in-class creative. And there's a loss of prioritization and frustration as a result. So at ClickUp, we constantly strive to produce the highest quality assets, which means there's a lot of checks and balances and extremely strict timelines that we need to adhere to get things out the door in a timely manner. So if you're running an agency or working in marketing, I like to say that ClickUp replaces half of your brain space that used to be taken up by that disorganized workflow and teams using different disconnected tools. You get to spend more time on what actually matters, which is creating and executing campaigns. So some of the features that we use in ClickUp, just to share with you, campaign-focused lists. So for docs and script writing and copy is really helpful. Subtasks in multiple lists. We use automations for weekly check-ins, so we know, without even having to push a button where things are. It triggers us to be able to update others on the status of projects. And of course, custom statuses, very helpful for us for end-to-end workflows and being able to really measure and track those campaigns with dashboards and goals for tracking progress and also holding people accountable. So let's start with an in-house brand campaign. Several simple ClickUp features will completely change the way you execute, saving you hundreds of hours and giving you a lot of that time back to work on what you actually want to do. And for us, that's being more creative, coming up with more ideas. So I'll share with you some of the features that we help move projects through various stages of production, with production as an example. So assigning and removing team members to tasks. This might sound easy, but it's so key for us. This really allows assignees and people that are responsible for different aspects of a campaign to know what specific tasks they're needed on. Custom statuses. So custom statuses allow us to see what's in production, what's finalized, what's ready to go out the door. They allow us to easily denote where we are in a process, so we can show what stage we are of approval. We get to understand where the project needs edits, review, and where they can be passed to the next team member. We love subtasks. We utilize subtasks for all project dependencies. With subtasks, we can easily tell what other tasks in the execution phase of a project and what they are dependent on. Assigned comments. This is actually one of my favorite features in ClickUp. Assigned comments allow us for clear visibility on when something is ready for review. We get to understand when the project needs edits, review, and when they can be passed to the next team because that person has that comment assigned to them so they can go through and see exactly what they need to do to take that campaign to the next phase of its production lifecycle. And then this is kind of where all the magic happens. We get to create a neatly organized calendar view to organize all of our publishing dates. And once our campaign assets are created, we link up with our amazing social team and their neatly organized ClickUp calendar to schedule all of our launch dates. And all of those, each item on the calendar is linked to a specific task. So we know where everything lives and we know exactly when it's ready to be published. And as I mentioned before, there are a lot of ways to use ClickUp. It's infinitely customizable, but for us, the best way to use it is to optimize it for our team and our team's workflow and specific needs. So we organize ClickUp for different teams' workflows, but we're all connected in one space. So by having all of our teams work cross-company in one workspace, cross-functional teamwork becomes so much easier and allows us to get work done faster. We optimize for consistency across output and deliverables by having a consistent workflow and templatization for specific projects. This is key to us. We're able to dive right into the project without thinking about the process. All of that time spent thinking about process goes out the window with this. We get to utilize features that do the work the way that our team wants to work. And that's how I recommend you use ClickUp. Utilize features that do the work the way that your team wants to work. The features we use are optimal for our workflow for our specific projects. We vary between usage of features based on what will help us be more productive and work faster. And as I mentioned, we really do plan everything in ClickUp. So let's get meta. For LevelUp, while everything was done in-house, we needed to integrate the process of using external third parties, production companies, and live streaming. So for this, we created dedicated lists. This was key to the entire organization of this entire event. We created a master list and we made certain tasks public to our partners. We coordinated owners for each parent task and tracked progress across all of our custom statuses. We invited guests. Yep, the party was open. We allowed our venue partners to coordinate in tasks, and that allowed us to move faster than we would have by using ordinary tools, in multiple tools, including email. Like, can you imagine having to work with a ton of different vendors and go back and forth between 1,000 different emails? ClickUp solved all of that for us. Email and ClickUp. So when we did have to use email, the best part is we could use email in ClickUp. We partnered with external parties that made us use email, which is fine. But what we were able to do is we had email in the app to make sure our communication was documented. This made it visible to every single person inside that workspace that needed to be connected on that project. All the members who needed to be in the know were in the know. ClickUp is truly a superpower for marketing teams. It really allows us to develop new ideas quickly, execute faster, because we're able to work alongside other teams in ClickUp. Can you imagine when you have a bird's eye view into your entire company and organization? It makes ideation and discovery so much easier to spot. The best ideas come from being embedded within your company. And with ClickUp, we're able to really be embedded, truthfully, fully embedded, so we can see product insight, dev insights, sales insights, marketing insights, and that really allows us to ideate so much quicker. It also massively helps expedite reviews, since all teams and all work are in one place. It allows for seamless collaboration and truly optimized workflows. And when we disagree in ClickUp, we duel. Commenting back and forth allows us to have fun, collaborative environments when debating, collaborating on specific projects. So we have fun in ClickUp too. So now that you've seen some of the ways that we use ClickUp, we're going to share a few of our latest campaigns and then debut a very special new series that we're excited to share with you today that was created entirely in ClickUp. That's right, everything from the ideation, the insights, the production, the execution, the revisions, I can go on, but it was all created and managed in ClickUp. So I present with you a few of our recent campaigns leading up to ClickUp in history. All created in the tool, and now I will debut this for you after a few of our spots.
Returning to work!
Jer! B-Man! Great to see you, man!
I don't know what to do. Is he going in for the shake? Or is it a hug? It's too soon to hug, right?
Elbow bump? I'm in too deep now. I want a hug. We'll settle for a fist bump?
Yeah, what?
A chest bump?
What are we doing?
Bring it in, bro.
What am I supposed to do?
What am I supposed to do?
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Cool. Yeah.
Returning to work? You manage the awkwardness. We'll handle the rest. ClickUp. All your work in one place.
You know what? I don't even care anymore.
Are you an engineer suffering from the effects of Jira? Is the aging and unreliable software development tool finally getting to you? Do you ever wonder to yourself, why are we still using this? Jira affects 10 out of 10 engineers around the world and can lead to extreme blockage, delay in shipping, and a loss of flexibility. You could be an engineer free of Jira. Talk to your boss today about a beta tool, also known as ClickUp. ClickUp lets you open your workflow and frees you of the rigidity you were forced to work with before. Results of ClickUp may vary. Side effects include shock at tons of included features without necessary add-ons and blissful team communication and support, flexible workflows, and the overall feeling of relief now that all your work is managed the right way. Do not take ClickUp if you prefer sunset servers and awkward communication. End the suffering of Jira. You deserve better. Try a beta tool, also known as ClickUp. Now ship that.
Okay, I think we're done writing this declaration, eh, gents? Is this the latest copy?
Oh no, we scrapped that entire section. John, I asked you to keep track of the newest. Where is it?
Right. Well, it was just here a moment ago.
John, you had one job!
Yes, well, it seems to have vanished before my very eyes.
Shall we smash thee?
Fellas, relax. I put the latest doc in a task.
Oh, Tommy, I could kiss you.
I say, this latest update is quite reliable, yes?
Unlike someone else we know.
You can laugh, but let me tell you this, sir. I will be president.
You'll be president, and my face will be carved into a mountain.
Now it's history.
You nearly lost the Declaration of Independence. You could never be a president.
Now it's your turn. Tweet your favorite ClickUp ad campaign with the hashtag LevelUp2021 for a chance to win LevelUp swag and other prizes. That's it for me. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you have a wonderful time at the rest of LevelUp. Enjoy!